Welcome back to another ukulele tutorial. I'm Lara, and today's lesson is on the song Take Me Home, Country Roads. This lesson is for all levels, so we'll start with an easy beginning strumming pattern, then we'll move into a Travis picking pattern, and then what I consider to be the most beautiful way to play this song, which is adding ornamental notes to our Travis picking. After the tutorial, stick around for a play along where I'll play through the entire song and you can play along with me. I want to point out that I'm playing a tenor with a low G. If you have a high G on your instrument, you can follow this entire lesson. Just keep in mind that your fourth string will be one octave higher than mine. Throughout this lesson, the lyrics, chords, and patterns will be on screen, and you can also download them as a PDF from my Patreon page. You'll find the link down below in the video description. If you'd like to jump ahead to the most beautiful way to play this song, then I'll put the timestamp right here. Otherwise, we're going to take a look first at the chords that are in this song, then we'll move into an easy strumming pattern, and then our Travis picking pattern, before we add in the ornamental notes. Our first chord is F. I'm playing F with my index finger on the first fret of the second string and my middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string. Next we have D minor. Going from F to D minor, we'll place down our ring finger on the second fret of the third string. Next we have our C chord, which is the third fret of the first string. Then we have B flat. I'm playing B flat with my index finger across the first fret of strings 1 and 2. Then I'm placing my middle finger down on the second fret of the third string and my ring finger on the third fret of the fourth string. Next we have E flat. I'm playing E flat with my index finger on the first fret of the first string, with my middle and ring fingers on the third fret of strings 2 and 3. Finally, we have our C7 chord. This is just the first fret of the first string. Our first pattern is an easy downstrum pattern. Let's take a close look at this pattern and how to apply it to the song. For the first pattern, we're playing an easy downstrum on the first and third of every 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking a look at the first verse, on line 1, we'll start off by playing our pattern twice on F, twice on D minor. Moving to line 2, we'll play our pattern twice on C, once on B flat, and twice on F. For line 3, we'll stay on F and play our pattern twice more, twice on D minor. For line 4, we'll play our pattern twice on C, once on B flat, and once on F. Now adding in the lyrics to verse 1. Almost West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. For the chorus, we'll play our pattern twice on every chord change. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. If you're enjoying this lesson, please give this video a like, and thank you so much for subscribing. Now we're moving into our second pattern, which is our Travis picking pattern. Let's take a look at this one up close. Here's our Travis picking pattern, played slowly on an F chord. I'm starting by picking strings 4 and 1 together with my thumb and middle finger. Then I'm picking string 3 with my thumb, string 2 with my index finger, back to string 4 with my thumb, down to string 1 with my middle finger, and I'm finishing on string 3 with my thumb. The rhythm of this pattern is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now taking a look at the second verse, the chord progression is exactly the same as verse 1, and we'll apply this Travis picking pattern the same number of times to each chord as we did our first strumming pattern in the first verse. So now I'll play through the second verse using this Travis picking pattern. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Moving into the second chorus, we'll play this chorus the same way as the first. The chord progression is identical, and we'll play our Travis picking pattern twice on every chord change. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. Now that we've learned our strumming pattern and our Travis picking pattern, and how to play the verses and the chorus, there's one more piece of the song to look at, which is the bridge. For line 1 of the bridge, we're starting on our D minor chord. So we'll play either of our patterns once on D minor, once on C, and twice on F. For line 2, we're moving to our B flat chord, where we'll play our pattern once, and then once on F, and then twice on C, moving into line 3, we'll play our pattern once on D minor, once on E flat, once on B flat, and then for the beginning of line 4, we'll play our pattern once on F. For the C and C7 chords that finish line 4, we'll play our pattern twice on each of these chords. So twice on C, and twice on C7. If you want to apply the Travis picking pattern to the bridge, you'll apply it the same number of times to each chord change as the strumming pattern that we just looked at. So now I'll sing through the bridge, adding in the lyrics using our strumming pattern. I hear down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Now we've come to my favorite way of playing this song, which is building on our Travis picking pattern and adding in ornamental notes. As an example, here's how this sounds. Let's dive in and take a close look at this. Now we'll take a look at how we can add these beautiful ornamental notes to our F, D minor, and C chords. So starting on F, we're going to play our Travis picking pattern twice. The first time we'll play it on our standard F chord. The second time we play it, we're placing down our pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now we're moving to our D minor chord. We're going to play our Travis picking pattern once on D minor, and then for the second pattern on D minor, we're going to play a variation. So instead of playing strings 4 and 1 together to start off the pattern, we're only going to play string 4 with our thumb. We're also going to start this pattern with a hammer-on onto the 4th string. So we'll play our 4th string and we'll hammer on with our middle finger onto the 2nd fret. Here's how this looks. Next we're moving to our C chord. We'll play our Travis picking pattern once on C, and for the second pattern we're going to place our pinky down on the 5th fret of the 1st string and then lift it back up. So the first time we play the 1st string, we'll play the 5th fret, and the second time we play the 1st string, we'll be playing the 3rd fret. Here's how this looks. Now here's how it sounds to play through verse 1, adding in these ornamental notes and singing the lyrics. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. These variations that we've just covered on our F, D minor, and C chords can be used as often as you would like throughout the song. I tend to play them when we're holding a chord for a total of 8 beats, so 2 Travis picking patterns back to back, and I'll apply the ornamental notes to the second Travis picking pattern. However, that's not a rule, and you can play them as often as you would like throughout the song. Now let's take a look at how to apply these ornamental notes to our chorus. Now moving into the chorus, where we play our Travis picking pattern twice on each chord, I'm going to add in these ornamental notes that we just learned on our F, D minor, and C chords. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. There's one more variation that I want to show you on our C7 chord, which comes in on the 4th line of the bridge. We start this line on our F chord with 1 Travis picking pattern. Then we go to our C chord. For the second Travis picking pattern on C, we'll play our ornamental note on the 5th fret. And then we go to our C7 chord. For the second Travis picking pattern on our C7 chord, we're going to play the 3rd fret of the 1st string as our ornamental note, and then we'll lift up our ring finger to play the 1st fret for the end of this pattern. Here's how it sounds to play the entire 4th line of the bridge. This is a beautiful way to lead us back into the chorus. Now we're moving into our play along. I'm going to play through the entire song, instrumental only, using our Travis picking pattern and adding in ornamental notes. The lyrics will be on screen, so if you'd like, you can sing along. You can follow along playing the easy strumming pattern or the Travis picking pattern, or if you'd like, you can also sprinkle in some of the ornamental notes as well. If a slower tempo would be helpful, then feel free to slow down the playback speed of the video down in the video settings. 5, 6, 7, 8. you've enjoyed learning 3 ways to play Take Me Home, Country Roads. If you're at a beginning level, then stick with the strumming pattern for now, and eventually move into the Travis picking pattern. If you're at an intermediate level, or if you're already familiar with Travis picking, then I hope you'll give the ornamental notes a try, as it sounds beautiful and it's my favorite way to play this song. Have fun practicing, and thank you for watching.